Hi everyone and welcome to TNTV Reactions. Today we're going to be looking at episode 2 of Wednesday. Now I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was an amazing tone, style, the gothicness of it, very much like the original films. I think they were well loved for a reason. I loved the dark humour. The casting was amazing with Jenna Ortega as Wednesday. Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia is inspired. I think she's amazing. Luis Guzman, I think, actually did a really good job, and I wasn't expecting it, honestly, because I've only seen him in some silly comedies and never in a more restrained role, and I think he actually pulled it off really well. I really liked him. Gwendoline Christie as the principal, I think, is an inspired choice. She was sort of tower over everybody and give this imposing presence while still being kind of sickly sweet, but hoping in a dark and twisty way. And Christina Ricci obviously being back, very much not being Wednesday, and I'm hoping that they try and keep that delineation. I was worried that when she was cast in this, not as Wednesday or as just a very different character, that there was going to be this crossover where you wouldn't know where one Wednesday ended and one didn't, but they seem to have done a really good job at that, so I'm hoping they keep that up through this one. I don't have a lot else to go into. We've got to the school, we know about the murder mystery, we saw the big monster at the end. I don't have a lot of recap for you. I've tried to avoid any spoilers up to this point and I'm doing okay so far, fingers crossed. So the only thing I can say is, if you could leave a like on this video, if you do, give us a comment down below, tell us if there's anything we're not doing that we should be. If you would like to come and join us on Discord and talk about the TV shows and other things we're doing, films, games at some point, I hope as well. We'd love to have you there. I'm in there all the time. Outside of that, I don't have a lot else to add. I think we should just jump straight into it.
The story's about to take a dark turn. Usually I love dark turns. Like when the carousel brakes mysteriously failed at my 8th birthday party. But not this one.
Yeah, okay. It's funny, you go away for a couple of days and you forget how the darkness hits. It's great.
My guess is Rowan ran away. State troopers have put out an alert and I've contacted his family, but they haven't heard from him either.
Dead people are notoriously bad at returning calls.
What were you doing out in the woods with him, Miss Jones?
Yeah.
I heard a noise in the forest and I went to go investigate. That's when I stumbled upon the attack. Then I ran into Bianca Barclay and I told her to go for help. Next thing I remember, I was awaking in my dorm.
Thank you, Sheriff. I think Miss Adams is done now.
Actually, I would like to speak to Sheriff Galpin. Alone.
Fine. You have 5 minutes, and everything is off the record. Play nice.
Someone is trying to cover up Rowan's murder. That's the only reason to scrub the crime scene.
Is that your professional opinion as the daughter of a murderer?
My father is twice the man you are, and the only thing he murders is the occasional opera in the shower. So you and I both know that there's a monster out there. And Rowan is his latest victim.
Oh, it's interesting to see her playing along.
You're gonna want to see this.
Yeah. She's actually trying to reach out. I didn't expect
Edgar
that.
Allan Poe said, "Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see." Clearly, Nevermore's most famous alumni picked that up here. No wonder he became a drug-addled madman.
Okay, now I'm confused. We watched him get attacked.
Help me understand why you would claim you witnessed a murder. Don't try and lure me into one of your psychological traps.
No one is trying to trap you. I'm here to help you process your emotions.
Emotions are a gateway trait. They lead to feelings, which trigger tears. I don't do tears.
Tell me how you're adjusting to school.
Such reset hells other people. I like being an island. A well-fortified one surrounded by sharks.
Have you considered your antisocial tendencies might be motivated by fear of rejection?
If you were to reject me right now, I would not be upset.
You can't get rid of me that easily. Look, you made it through an entire session without trying to escape.
Everyone, including your father, believes I made it all up.
Alright. Time to get in touch with my inner rebel. You know, for the record, I believe you.
He seems nice. Maybe he just knows something.
Ladies, come on.
Is he the monster?
Let's work on those teeth. More scowl.
If Bianca Barclay wins again this year, I will literally scratch my own eyes out.
I would pay money to see that.
Howdy, Ruby. I'm so glad you decided to stay.
I refuse to play the role of a pawn in someone else's corrupt game.
You mean Rowan?
I witnessed his murder, Enid.
It's just, we all saw him this morning, very much like, not dead.
I know. Which leads me to believe I've been losing my mind. It's not nearly as fun as I had anticipated. You're Nevermore's gossip queen. What's Rowan's story?
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Being weird loner. Yoko, come on, flare those whiskers.
Yoko.
The Poe Cup droops for no one. Want to take a stab at being social?
I do like stabbing. The social part, not so much. Besides, it'll cut into my writing time.
No worries. Just as long as you're lakeside cheering us to victory on race day.
She never blinks.
Just glare uncomfortably.
I don't just notice that. As far as I can... I
I've always hated the
don't
expression.
think she ever blinks on screen. I don't know if that's on purpose. Probably.
It's a hall pass for the imagination impaired.
What were you doing out in the woods with him in the first place?
I told you already. I heard a noise and I went to investigate.
That excuse might have placated the sheriff, but you can't fool me. You had a psychic vision, didn't you?
Yeah, she knows.
Passed by the accident and you knew that poor farmer had broken his neck. Your mother started having visions around your age. Have you spoken to her about them? Clearly the person withholding information here is you.
May I go now?
Not until you've picked your extracurricular activity. We want our students to be well-rounded. No doubt you'll find something that tickles your fancy.
The last person who tickled me lost a finger. Weems is clearly trying to keep tabs on me.
Keep an eye on him. Don't let your fingers out of his sight.
I like Thing.
Let's get this audition over with. What are you? Alto, soprano, or just loco?
What was that? A note only dogs can hear.
Ever shot a bone arrow before?
Not the best
My
idea.
targets.
Okay. Square stance. Hold the arrow like this. Yellow side out. 3 fingers. So what's the deal with you and Tyler?
He's doing me a favor, driving me out of town.
Yeah, word of advice, steer clear.
Why? Because he's a normie?
Because Tyler and his friends are a bunch of jerks. They can't stand the fact that this school is the only thing propping up their podunk talent.
Says the boy whose life was served to him in a silver platter.
Hey, you know, girls in glass houses.
Should throw bigger stones.
At least I'm not an elitist snob.
Good girl. She knows something.
Rowan! We need to talk.
Wednesday? I'm not allowed to speak to anyone.
You had a lot to say the other night when you tried to kill me. Told me I was destined to destroy the school, remember?
Where did you get that drawing?
I just went into the woods to clear my head. Then you came after me.
Wednesday. You shouldn't be here.
Back off. Leave me alone.
Go thing, go. Yeah, nice trains. Love his gallop. Ah, gross. Shapeshifter. There we go. So it's a cover up by the school. Where do I know him from? Ah, there we go. Doesn't matter. I knew she knew something. No, I feel bad for Thing.
I know I'm stubborn, single-minded, and obsessive. But those are all traits of great writers. Yes, and serial killers.
I have nothing to get off of my chest, and I'm not submitting to your emotional blackmail.
When Rowan showed me this, it confirmed my greatest fear. That I'm going to be responsible for something terrible. Not good terrible like Ivan. Bad terrible. And I can't let that happen. If Weems comes sniffing around, keep your distance, look grim, and don't say a word.
I love
Payback
the
is
fact
gonna
that they
be
can
a
put so
bitch,
much emotion
but
into a
expect
hand.
nothing less.
I think that's great. It's so
Blab and it'll squeeze you like a honeycomb.
there's something really clever about taking that much expression and putting it in there. They didn't used to do that so much.
This is the most
It was more just amazing that there's this floating
other
hand.
than bees.
Shocking.
But yes, I love it.
I've always had a thing for werewolf chicks.
The chance that Enid ever becomes romantically interested in you is less than 1%.
So I still get a shot? Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance.
In ancient times, hunters used to treat wounds and then sacrificial burial rites.
I just don't want to get stung.
The key is to remain calm. Bees detect fear, but you don't need to worry.
I thought Rowan was in danger. Turns out I was wrong. Then he proceeded to use his telekinesis to try and choke me to death.
Holy shit. Why would he do that?
No idea. That's when this monster came out of the shadows and gutted him.
Whoa. Whoa, so you really saw it? And it didn't try to kill you?
It actually saved me from Rowan.
That's the part I'm trying to figure out.
It's got to be the principal, right?
Something that can prove he was murdered and that I haven't lost my
She can change into a person, or a man, or Rowan. Change into anything.
These are Rowan's.
Hmm.
I knew it was a cover-up.
You okay?
Interesting. So the roommate does know more than he's letting on.
The cover was darker, more like a day-old contusion. Keep looking.
Is there something I can help you find?
Have you seen this before? It's a watermark from a book I'm looking for.
I think it's the symbol to an old student society. The nightshades.
Like the deadly flower.
Nightshades.
Totally intrigued.
I was told they disbanded years ago.
Any idea why?
That's got to be the group she was in. She's a flower person.
I've been here a year and a half, and I still feel like an outsider.
Is that because you're the only normie on the staff? Enid told me.
To tell you the truth, I've never really fit in anywhere. Too odd for the normies, not odd enough for the outcasts.
I act as if I don't care if people dislike me. Deep down, I secretly enjoy it.
Never lose that Wednesday. The ability to not let others define you.
Seriously, what do you see in her? You suddenly have a thing for tragic goth girls or funeral parlor fashion sense?
Maybe it's because she hasn't tried to manipulate me.
I make one mistake and you can't forgive me. I can't wait to crush Ophelia Hall tomorrow and watch her werewolf roommate crumble. It's gonna be a Poe Cup finale to remember.
Yeah, I hate to think what you've got planned.
My game's already started. I like to win. Is that so wrong?
And you wonder why I broke up with you.
I understand, but you don't have to be mean about it.
You were good together, Xavier.
Were we? Is that just how you wanted me to feel?
Trust me?
The problem with having those powers is that people around you can't tell whether they really feel the thing that they feel. That's not good.
You and I are going to take her down tomorrow.
Wait, you're joining the Black Cats? You're willing to do that? For me?
I want to humiliate Bianca so badly that the bitter taste of defeat burns in her throat.
Yeah, but mostly you're doing it because we're friends, right? Tell me how she keeps
Sure.
It's a real brain cramp.
We just need to beat her at her own game.
Dear me. Oh, this is so much fun. I love this.
We're all set. Good. Things in position.
You want to tell me what you two
Like-
were up to all night?
And spoil the surprise.
If Hogwarts went to the dark side.
Surprises? Your costumes in the tent.
Costume?
OMG, you look perfect.
Only thing.
Does not look
where are
happy
your
with that.
whiskers? Ask again and you'll be down to 8 lives.
Let the Poe Cup begin!
Oh, excuse us!
I love how different they've made Christina Ricci look. They've really gone into the whatever Wednesday was, try and make her the opposite, because otherwise it would have felt weird having 2 Wednesdays in one show. When they said no rules, they really meant it. Jesus. That's just mean. They say no rules, but I don't think having a mermaid going and sinking everyone counts.
make sure Bianca can't sabotage our boat.
Later, Wednesday!
No, bad timing. That's
You were the key.
weird. I thought it might have been the principal from 50 years ago or whatever, but no. Strange.
The final two teams are the Gold Hawks and the Black Cats.
Yay! Come on. Go thing. Brilliant.
Moment of my entire life. Admit it, you kind of got to the whole school spirit thing.
You didn't tell me it was a dark, vengeful spirit.
Congratulations to a favorite role. As a former resident, I will be happy to see the cup back on the mantle after all these years.
What are you doing down here? Hiding. People keep randomly smiling at me out there. It's unsettling.
You took down Bianca Barclay trying to enjoy it. I was wondering if you want to hang out later? Oh, come on, it won't kill you.
I'll think about it.
Personal development.
Yes! It's good to see you fitting in. Just like your mother.
Don't worry, Edgar Allan. I see your sanctimonious smirk. But I will get the last laugh. Your penchant for riddles was legendary. And this might be your cleverest yet. Because it's not a single riddle. The opposite of moon. Sun. A world between hours. Nether. 2 months before June. April. A self-seeding flower. Pansy. One more than one. 2. Its leaves weep to the ground. Willow. It melts in the sun. Ice. Beginning and end never found. Circle. Every rule has one exception. The answer will give a sharp cracking sound.
Snap twice. Da-da-da-da. Very clever.
Secret societies, hidden libraries. My mother staring at me in a judgmental way. These are all things I've come to expect.
Purple book.
But the minute I inch towards the truth, luckily, I'm not afraid of the dark.
All right, let's talk about it. So, I try and take things seriously on this channel. It's one of the things I pride myself on, is we're going to try and take these series seriously. But I really struggle with this one because I just love it and I just want to flow through it. I don't have a lot to add at the end of that video or at the end of this video. I think it just keeps adding and it's great and everything's unique. The snap twice at the end, the callback to the old theme tune, the things like using day-old contusion as a description of purple, stuff like that. I just think it's great. I'm interested to see what happens next. I love the shape-shifting principle that I could just about predict seconds before. Yeah, all of it. I think it's great. The canoe race was fantastic. I didn't like the idea of them using third parties, but if you're going to have the mermaid come and then, you know, having Thing do the same was brilliant. And the way that Thing floated through the water, I thought was just brilliant. The Nightshades, I think, is probably the secret society that she's in now. I'm guessing that Christina Ricci's character, whose name I will never remember, is part of that, or was part of that, or is something in that space, just because of the connotation with the weird, creepy flowers. Again, I don't have a lot else to add. I thought that the archery scene was brilliant. I thought that even the little bee boy, you know, you're saying there's a chance. I love that. I think it's just, yeah, all of it. The pacing's perfect. The acting's superb from the kids, or the young people. I don't know how old they are in real life, but you know. But yeah, I thought it was really, really good. I'd love to know what you think. Please, you know, stick a comment down below if you'd like, or come and chat with us on Discord. I'm in there all the time, and we're trying to grow a community there of people who we can talk to about these series as we go. What else is there? Support us on Patreon if you can. I'd love to have you there. We're going to put polls out when we start getting towards the end of the series we're on, and we'll start trying to get things up in advance as well, so that, you know, maybe you can have a 2 weeks early access, that kind of thing. Please let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Outside of that, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.